30 seconds. That's what I'm gonna do.
How are you good? What if if you accidentally, no.
A rat whistle.
Introducing Adam Goga.
Do we hear it now?
Woo!
Yes, you guys can wave at the camera. Did you know that 50% of the world's population watched the 2018 World Cup? That's over 3.5 billion people. Soccer is the world's most popular sport today. And there are a lot of interesting and important facets that go into the game. But I want to teach you about my favorite. It's mesmerizing and valuable. And that is how to curve a soccer ball. I've played and followed soccer all throughout my life, and I've done extensive research on this topic as well. Let's suppose you don't play soccer right now, and that's okay. But it's the best time to get into the sport. According to a Nielsen study in 2018, there's been a 27% increase in US popularity in soccer in the last decade. So learning how to curve a soccer ball will make you a better spectator of the sport. But let's say you even don't plan to follow soccer at all. There may be a day down the road where your friends call you over for a pickup game, or you're playing with your grandkids. What better way than to impress them with this skill? A study done in 2002 by the Yamagata University determined that lateral spin, which is this motion, and power will help you generate the most curve. So that is what our 4 steps are aimed to do. The first step is to have a correct starting stance angle. The second step is to focus on where our non-kicking foot is placed. Third step is to have the correct contact on the ball and our foot. And the fourth step is to have a round follow through. So our first step, like I mentioned, involves our correct stance angle. So according to a newsletter by Soccer Coaching Pro, which has the backing of many coaches, they say a 45-degree angle is the best way to start. So if I were aiming at the camera, I would want to start and stand about here. Based on my experience, if you were to stand too straight, you're bound to not get that much spin on the ball, thus no curve. If you were to stand too sideways, then what happens is it's hard to get any power on the ball. The second step is to focus where our non-kicking foot is placed. And I'm demonstrating as if I'm right-footed. So I want my non-kicking foot to be placed right next to the ball and slightly behind it. This was extensively emphasized in a YouTube video according to Unisport, and they have the most views for any tutorial on how to curve a soccer ball. There are some things to remember. If you step slightly too far behind, then you're going to be reaching for the ball, thus you won't get any power. If you step too far forward, you will kick on top of the ball won't go in the air, and you won't get any curve. The third step involves making sure that you make correct contact on the ball. A study done in Japan in 2009 said that the instep is the key to power and rotation, which is located right here on your foot. The toe is commonly used for many beginners when they learn how to kick a ball. It's actually kind of dangerous. I have hurt my toe several times inadvertently kicking the ball, even though I still play soccer today. The Yamagata University study also determined that the heel generates no power, and the top of the foot generates less curve. The final step is a round follow-through. Following through is important in any sport: basketball, soccer, golf, and even life in general. So you want to step up to the ball, and move your foot in a C shape. This round follow-through applies the spin and helps you keep the ball in the air. Growing up, I watched many soccer games. Countless number of games. I still do today. But what helps me the most is when I mimic what the pros do. Whenever I see them curve the ball, I see their foot is making this round motion. And that, for me, helped me start generating the most curve on my kicks. To wrap up what we've gone through today, there are 4 steps involved in curving a soccer ball. You want to start at a 45-degree angle. Make sure your non-kicking foot places right next to the ball. Kick the center of the ball with the instep, located right here, and finish with that round follow-through. You can now use your understanding to watch amazing curve passes like this, or you can score at your next pickup game like Messi. This skill takes a lot of practice, but once you put it all together, there's no better satisfaction than seeing your ball curve through the air into the back of the net. Thank you. These are my citations, and I would like to open up the floor for 2 minutes of questions. Yes, Albert.
So does the increase in popularity in America over the last 10 years coincides with the increase of expansion teams in MLS in new markets?
Yes, I actually did a research project before, and so the expansion of the teams, in addition to like the World Cup in 2014, led to an increase in popularity. So with growing popularity in the United States, it's the best time to learn new things about the sport. That way you can appreciate the hard work that pros have put into the game.
I assume during a soccer game there's times and places where you don't want to curve a ball.
Yes.
So what are some other techniques?
So there's the technique of kicking the ball straight into the air, and that's where I was talking about stepping slightly past the ball.
Mm.
If you step slightly past the ball, you can sometimes cut the ball underneath it and thus get it to go higher. But for curve specifically, you want to stand slightly behind, that way you can wrap your foot around the ball.
Thank
You were mentioning a difference between curve and power. I kind of forgot. What did you say was the ideal place to kick on your foot for power?
Okay, so the ideal place to kick for power and curve together is the instep, which is located right here.
Yeah.
This spot on the top of the foot is designed for power only, but as the research study in 2009 said that, or 2002 by the Yamagata University, they said that this doesn't help generate any rotation in this direction.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yes.
So how many hours or how long do you think it takes to get that technique to where you want it?
I think if you practice like 15 minutes a day for a few months, you'll start noticing like some changes in your kick. You'll start getting everything into a flow and a rhythm. Right now it seemed very like rigid and like step-like, but as you start becoming better, you can go faster through the motions and you'll see it curve very soon. Thank you.